Okay. It's recording.
Hello, Mr. Alatorre. This is Emily Rodriguez presenting the informative speech for Shepherd University. Hello, my name is Emily Rodriguez, and today I will be speaking about diabetes. How many of you here have diabetes or know of someone who has diabetes? Okay, how many of you know what diabetes is? Alright, well, I didn't know what diabetes was until my dad was diagnosed with diabetes, and I didn't really expect him to get it, so I didn't think I would need to know. So, basically, what I would want to tell you is what it is and what I've learned from it. I'm sure all of you know that there are two types of diabetes. But first of all, I want to tell you what diabetes has to do with sugar. So, according to the anatomy and physiology textbook that we have, it tells us that the insulin is produced by pancreas. And within the pancreas are the beta cells. The beta cells secrete the insulin into the bloodstream to break down the glucose molecules. What stimulates this process is whenever you eat a meal or a snack or anything that has sugar in it, our glucose levels increase and the beta cells do their job and brings down our glucose levels to normal. With type 1 diabetes, there's something called autoimmune attack, where the body cells attack the pancreas and the beta cells within the pancreas, so the beta cells cannot excrete insulin into our bloodstream. So when this happens, the glucose levels rise and rise because it cannot be broken down into smaller molecules. So the body does not do this by itself. It doesn't decide, oh, well, I'm going to attack the pancreas. The research, according to the WebMD website, they say that it is because of genetically abnormal antibodies within the body because of one or more parents that come and attack the beta cells within the pancreas, And according to WebMD, it also states that 10% of the population has this type of diabetes. So it shows that it's not very common, and the only big problem that the person with this type of diabetes is that they have to get insulin injections. And those insulin injections do what the natural insulin would have done in our bodies, which is to break down the glucose molecules into smaller particles, and lowers the glucose levels. With type 2, I'm sure as we've guessed already that 90% of the population gets type 2 diabetes, which makes it more common. Type 2 diabetes is when the insulin is excreted into the bloodstream so much where there aren't any glucose molecules left in the bloodstream. And believe it or not, our body runs on sugar. Like, not a large amount of sugar, but it needs some nutrients of sugar for us to function normally. So without the glucose, the person could probably go into coma and die. And with this type of diabetes, the person needs to lower their sugar and watch what they eat and exercise, which will help them lower the glucose and will let the insulin not break down not break them off so much. This type of diabetes is usually found in ages 30 and over. But recently, they've noticed that diabetes can be found in elementary age children and older, which means that my sister of 9 years old could get diabetes because of my father. But in all honesty, diabetes isn't all that bad. And once you get used to it, you realize that your health wasn't as good as before, and because of diabetes, your health becomes better. And your exercise and your diet is so much better than it was before. So in actuality, it sounds bad, but in reality, it really isn't. So this is what I wanted to share with you about diabetes. Thank you for your time.
I didn't get it. I got